There he says we're broadcasting. There we go. Okay. I guess I should check, you think? I don't know. You on YouTube? Let's see. No, that's all right. Fuck. You're about to be broadcast on YouTube. Continued. Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, there we go. We're there, man. Okay, cool, man. Here we are. Here we are again for the guess what, Chew My Goo. It's the second night. I mean, the second episode.
Second time.
It's the second time, believe it or not.
Episode.
I've already reached a milestone. I did something I said I was going to do when I said I was going to do it twice in a row.
Very happy New Year.
Very happy New Year, Chinese spirit. I tell you, Chew My Goo, before we start, I got to tell you, as you know, over at the Fuck You Den in China, man, in Korea, in Kawasaki and Suzuki, all the places you have that wonderful restaurant of yours over there. Over there on TubeU, we broke the fucking just when they were listening to our stream, it crashed the servers for about 3 hours. They love us over there.
Many people flooded to watch us, to watch our great podcast.
They love us so much.
They love us so much in Suzuki Kawasaki.
They love Suzuki Kawasaki so good, so long.
So young.
Look, add some pepper and salt with
good ingredients. Good soup.
Okay. I tell you right now, we are here again, and I'm so excited, more laid back this time. I'm feeling way more relaxed, but I know Chew My Goo has some wonderful topics. I've been writing down some stuff, but before we get into that, Chew My Goo, what are you playing this week? What are you playing? What game are you playing this week?
No, I kind of took it back a little bit, you know.
Oh shit!
Like 2018, I started playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh man, Odyssey. Okay. You're blowing some Odyssey up this week.
Yeah, I figured to get me, in the mood to play Valhalla when, I'm able to finally get a fucking PlayStation at some point, but...
That's funny you say that. Well, I'm still playing. That's funny you say that because we're getting ready to blow that up, but I tell you, man, I love Days Gone, man. I love it. I don't want it to end, but I am tired of fucking the booze man. The booze man is lazy, and I tell the booze man to take a rest when he calls me because he sounds tired because he's late. I get you messing up your arm. I get people blowing. I get people burning your arm up with a torch, but I don't get if we're in the middle of a catastrophe like that and trying to get out of there. If my arm was fucking hanging off, I'd want you to put me on a bike and you can strap me to your back and let's get the fuck out of there. I'm not going to take naps. But anyway, not to go into that too. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I tell you, I love the game. I tell you, but outside of that, I don't want it to end. I love the game so far. But speaking of what you just said, next gen consoles, I am so tired of hearing about the shortages. Apparently now, the shortages are blamed on AMD chips, the CPU and GPU. I don't know a whole lot about this kind of stuff. I'm just going off what I read. They're blaming it on that, and they were surprised about consumers' demand. But it's only been 10 years or 7 years, for a new console. I mean, when you're going to build a car and you get done the car and all you have to do is put the tires on and you have the rims, would you see if there was a shortage with fucking tires? I mean, I don't tell me what you think. I don't believe, I guess I got to believe, I guess some of it can be true, but I cannot believe that the AMD chips are the shortages because on both sides, not just Xbox, this is Sony and Microsoft, man. How's that even? I don't understand it. I don't understand it, man. But what are your thoughts on that, man? I mean, it's the AMD bullshit chips or bullshit. Like I said, I'm not a computer guy, but that's a bunch of shit. I'm really getting tired of fucking hearing it. It's just bullshit. I'm just tired of it, man.
Yeah, you're right, and that's just short-sightedness on their behalf because. The demand for your consoles, the demand for the PlayStation, the Xbox, they've got their loyal fan base. How do you not have these graphics cards, these GPUs, these CPUs ready to go already before you even started your process? Like, to be honest, for me, it's more of I don't think they really thought they were going to sell that many. And now that they know they're, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm trying to like they're, what is it? Whatever. Anyways,
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, I know. I just find that, I don't know. It just pisses me off, man. I mean, they're pulling the Nintendo bullshit stunt. I think they're pulling the bullshit But maybe it is some shortages. I get it, and they're blaming some of it's on the pandemic as shortages with delivering and bullshit. I'm just, man, but then why put it out? Why put the consoles out this? But there's nothing to play anyway, right? Right?
No, there's nothing to play.
So what was the rush? What were you think? Why were they throwing it out there? Because people are home at this point in time. A lot of people are home, and they thought they were gonna just. But then again, if you know you have shortages, why would you put it out, man?
See, that's what I don't know either. It's like they tried to take advantage of it without being fully prepared. Like once this whole pandemic started, it did fuck up a lot of things. So I can understand, shortages, but this is a company that's been on the PlayStation for 7 years now, like you said. How did you not have this planned out already? How was this not ready to go? And like, I know you couldn't have predicted this pandemic. Nobody could have, but it's still, bullshit.
But the thing is, man, and I'm not going to dwell on it too long because I could probably complain about this for another 3 hours, but you just started these development kits back in 2019, man, for the games and the hardware. And you wouldn't think that you'd order ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't order ahead for your own capabilities of building each unit. Wouldn't you order, like when you're gonna make a fucking pizza and you're going in business, you don't order a whole bunch of fucking cheese, sauce, and pepperoni and just a little bit of dough.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it makes me mad. And I tell you the truth, I haven't even looked. I really haven't even looked. I seriously haven't even tried to order one because I don't care. I'm even thinking about saying, fuck it, waiting another year and a half and just getting an Xbox Series. I mean, Xbox One X, seriously, just to upgrade my piece of shit VCR edition. I'm just saying for real though. But outside of that, it's just, that is just stupid. And it's, whatever, man. But Sony says they outplan to sell PS4 numbers, which that's common sense, man. And I'm getting this, but what I read, I'm not a news journalist. I'm not a reporter. I'm not Peter Parker. I'm not from the Daily Planet. I'm not fucking Superman or Clark Kent, or nothing about, or whatever his name is, Jimmy Olsen, but 14.8 million units global. They want to beat that, obviously. But the shortages for the PS now that's also with the PS5, won't understand. I could be, like I said, this is food for thought, everybody. If you listen to this and you know all about this shit and you come in, and if you happen to see this just because of the title and you're listening now because you think that I know what I'm talking about, whatever, I'm pretty sure I'm correct, but I can be corrected. But they're predicting, AMD is predicting the shortages until the first half of 2021. So that's that's about summertime. Which I know that they said that before when they might be available where you can go out and actually buy one. But Sony's hoping to sell 7.6 million units by March 31st. I'm thinking, well, maybe, and they will, and by March, or mid year, we should be able to reach consumers' demand. They also blame this on consumers' demand. Like you wouldn't be surprised that everybody wants a new console after 7 years. It isn't like they dropped another Pro. You know what I mean? Like a Pro or Xbox One, Xbox One X. Whatever.
Yeah,
it's just stupid. It's just fucking stupid.
Obviously, something fans have been clamoring for. They wanted a new console. It's been 7 years, just like you said. How did you not think of that?
Well, now on the Xbox side, Mike Spencer, whoever the fuck this guy is, so they should be able to reach their consumer demands by April of this year. So March 8th, we got 2 months before you can even think about even getting one out of the store. But like I said, there's nothing to play anyway on both sides. I don't care. I mean, we're not going to see next gen shit until probably a year into the console anyway, year and a half. Don't you think? Or do you think it's going to be like immediate?
Be anything worth playing at least another year till another year in. Like, what do you have now? You've got what on the PlayStation side? You've got Demon's Souls. Okay, I wanted to. I could boot that up on my PS3.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Miles Morales. I mean, oh well, I don't really care for Spider. I've never been a Spider-Man fan, really.
I love. That's probably my favorite character, even before the Tobey Maguire movies. Man, I used to collect the Spider-Man comics. Man, I had the Web. I had the. We have a comment. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Smooth Operator, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in and staying I appreciate it, man. I'm sorry. I thought I hit comments, but you're here and you're always here. And I tell you, man, I can't thank you enough because you're always been so supportive of the channel or whatever channel I'm on for the past 7 goddamn years, man. I appreciate it. But like you said, Spider-Man Chew My Goo. I tell you, I was collecting Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, self-titled Spider-Man. And it was 4 titles. They were like a fucking $1.25, and now they're like 8. What do you got to take a mortgage out now to buy a comic? Now it has like 5 pages in the book.
Oh yeah, those things.
I don't even.
They're worth so much now.
Yeah, I don't even fucking read them anymore because I mean it's just like 5 pages of the comic book and 9 pages of ads. But let's get back to what. Let check this out. This made me happy. I know it's it's kind of like stupid to say, but scalpers made over. You probably heard this, about $43 million off the next gen consoles. The survey says, yeah, scalpers, bro. 40, and you know what? I'm happy. You know why I'm happy? Because Microsoft and Sony, both of them, not one or the other. I'm not saying whatever. If you're a Microsoft fanboy or a PlayStation fanboy, it doesn't even matter. You know why? Because I'm glad everybody's, why are you saying that? No, I'm glad scalpers made. If I could get one, I would sell it. I wouldn't even probably keep it. I would buy 2. I'm glad they made 43. Well, the survey says estimate $43 million off the next gen consoles of eBay, Craigslist. Believe it or not, I couldn't believe that was even a thing. Still, I thought you want to get fucking Roadhead from Craigslist. I don't know, but that and STDs. But I mean, the short. How's that? That's got to make Sony and Microsoft feel really good that people, scalpers, and that's still going on YouTube, man. That's still going on. People are still talking about all the scalpers. Well, so what? It's Microsoft and Sony's fault. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think honestly, they're probably thinking, man, we could have priced this, $700 some, and these people still would have paid for it. Like they've lost out on money is probably another thing they're thinking about. But yes, I do believe Sony and Microsoft are both at fault for this. For limited product. And for
that's great. I love it. I love it. It's something wrong. It's Michael Firefly's talking. No, yeah, I love to hear that though. As much as I hate to say it, but it does make me feel good to say it as well. As I'm glad these fuckers are made millions of dollars off of these companies because if they timed it wrong, they messed up. They messed up. I don't care. They messed up. And is it aggravating? Yeah, I'm aggravated, but I'm so glad to hear that $43 million went to scalpers. And they'll be like, oh, it's all you hear about. People complaining about scalpers. Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Well, then why are you buying it? Don't you pay with your pocket, so to speak?
Yeah.
Don't buy them. So don't buy them, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you don't like that these people are making money off scalping, why are you going out and yourself meeting these people and buying these consoles off them? Like it's this hypocrisy of today. Like people nowadays are so backwards in their own say. They'll say one thing and then go out and do that exact same thing. It's stupid.
Yeah. They're buying. Yeah, I would never pay $2,000 for either console.
Oh fuck no.
No, I would never do it. I remember when the PS3 was hard to get a hold of as well, but they still they finally put them out because at that time Sony was confused. They put a 60 gigabyte. Am I right? 60 gigabyte, and then an 80 gigabyte, the Fat Boy, and then blah blah. Man, so many. God damn, they can't. I don't think they know what they're doing, man. I mean. Thank God for consoles and thank God for gaming, but it's kind of annoying that how they run. I mean, I'm not saying I could run it better, but I do know damn well if I was going to put a console out and I knew it's been well overdue for a new console, I would make sure back in 2019 or maybe even earlier when they were talking about these development kits. Well, what's the point of the development kit when you don't have a console to run it on? So we better order some more chips, bitch.
Order some more chips, bitch.
Yeah, bitch. Order some. Can I get like a 6 million cargo case of those chips I need for that right there console?
I got 6 million of them chips. I got like 15 million consoles though.
Because I have a feeling everybody's going to want one, but we're going to have to put a limited quantity out for like Nintendo, and we're going to let them just scalp the fuck out of them, and then we're going to get mad about it.
Yeah, these motherfuckers.
You see that there pussy? I'm not gonna put this wiener in that there pussy.
Because I don't fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna put my little notes to the side that I can't. Now, tell me, Chumaigu, what do you have this week? What do you have, bro? What do you
Well,
have when it? What do you
something
have?
wrong.
Something wrong?
Something's
Something to
wrong with
come to fuck you
Cyberpunk.
again?
Guess what?
Oh, no, I don't know. Please let me know because
Something.
I really don't know. You got to fill me
Okay,
in
so
on this
maybe
one.
if you don't know,
I don't,
Cyberpunk
man.
2077, the greatest game to launch since fucking sliced bread,
Right? Yeah,
has
yeah.
more problems. Who'd have
I
guessed it? I
what
mean,
the
at this
fuck?
point, that game is just dead, gone. I mean, people still play it. It still does really well streaming, but at this point, what's the point in playing it? Why would you pay? Why would you pay for it like my dumbass would have? Anyways,
You didn't know, bro. The hype. I mean, I'm not saying you fell into the hype. Obviously, I know you personally, and I don't think you don't strike me as you said, fuck it, I'm just going to buy it because it's new and I want to play it. That's how I think you think. But these fucking hype, man. But go ahead, not to cut you off. It's the hype, man.
now this is something that just happened. Like a couple of days ago. People were modding the game as they do. Kind of like Fallout and all these other single player RPG games. Little did they know the people downloading them were actually installing viruses. And this shit was fucking their computers up, and I mean in a big way. Actually going in, taking their credit card information, stuff like that, It was fucked up. It's really, really, really fucked up.
So all this is going down, and all I've seen and we've seen and talked about earlier about Cyberpunk, it's just there's no hope for the game, correct? There's can't be, right?
No,
They can't turn that around, right? They can't turn that around.
If they turn that around, Jesus, that would be a miracle, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Wow, how much do you think they spent in advertisement and hype, man?
Oh, they had to
spend
millions of dollars, well over hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, because I've seen that big ass banner when I was driving by Best Buy a couple months ago, and it was like the hugest banner on front of the building. So that I know they're putting it there for obviously, but that still to have that put up and paid and made, and Keanu Reeves to walk out with his duck feet, man, it had to have been fucking money, man.
Keanu Reeves is the hot thing right now for most things, and I'm
not
fully sure why. I think it's
what you have
maybe it's the John Wick stuff, Do
you think
John Wick stuff really propelled him that far? But I don't know.
I never played a John Pricks game.
Nope.
I never played a John Pricks.
John Wick.
I swear I never played it. And who else do while we're just talking here, who else I can't stand? And if you ever see it, if anybody sees this, you need to go do it then. What's her name? Kelly Clark. Only reason Kelly Clarkson. Yes. During the pandemic, was it pandemic? What I can't talk. Help me out, bro. Damn it, this COVID shit, whatever. Pandemic. Yeah. What I can't say the word. Pandemic. See, I can't do it sometimes, especially when the microphone is right in front of me. But he sings his song. You got to look that up after we're done here later tonight. I'll remind you I'll remind you like sometime this weekend or something. But his fucking Vin Diesel, man. I don't play his fucking video games. I hate his fucking face, and they're putting him in. Is it Monster World or is it the other one? What's
putting him in Ark?
Ark. Why put his face in Ark, man? What is the story with the fucking celebrities in these games?
I don't know. I think,
man, I do not want celebrities, religion, race, gender at all in video games, man. I mean, I know you got to have male, female, but let's get confused and put
Apache attack helicopter is a fucking gender or something stupid.
I just don't. I don't want none of that, man. I don't want to see celebrities. Gears of War, that worthless franchise. Gears 5 was the worst game I played ever. I think. I think it is, bro. I know I keep bringing it up, but it is.
I mean, watching you play it honestly, it already looked. It definitely looked worse than whatever I've played. The worst game I played is nothing compared to that.
It's not even worth even. It's not even fucking worth playing, man. I mean, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but shit, man, you haven't even played Spider-Man for the PS4 yet, have you? I know you have it.
I have it.
But you know what? I tell you, man, there you go. That's all you need for right now. I mean, think about it. Fuck it. It's pretty good. Like I said, just don't do the. I don't know why. I'm not trying to jump too far around, but just when you said you didn't play it or had played it, I remember we were always talking about how you haven't played Spider-Man from the PS4. But just don't do any side missions, man. Trust me, because I started trying to do the whole game complete, and it bores the fuck out of you, man. It's Spider-Man. What more can you do with Spider-Man? I mean, it's good though. The game's good. But didn't you say something through your text? There's a remaster.
Remaster, yeah. There was a. Some of you might not know this, but maybe you do. Have you ever played Prince of Persia?
Oh man, I love the what's the one called? It's the one on the PS3 that looks like it's what's the Scythe? Not the it's the one that looks shell shaded, and the one after where it looks like it could be a Assassin's Creed game. It's just, but it's on the PS3. It's dated. It's just, is it the self-titled Prince of Persia?
It might be.
I haven't played. Let's say that anything on the PS3, yes. Anything on the PS2, no. They were pretty good. I thought they were pretty good.
All right. Well, they. I think it was early last year. They announced that they were remaking Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time.
Sands of Time. That's it. That's the more like the real looking world one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good game. They're remaking it.
Yeah. Yes, they are. But
wow,
for whatever, there's still no reason as to why, other than the same BS company note they give you. But it's been delayed indefinitely.
Oh, what do you mean? So they're not going to make it?
Which means right now
they're not going to make it until
they're pushing it back until most likely it's going to be anywhere between March of this year to April of next year, I believe.
April next year.
Yes,
that's a wonderful window.
It is.
It's a fucking window. So tell me, you already have. I mean, is it a rebuild or is it just a remaster?
A full-on remake. Like it's going to be true to the original game.
Yeah,
it's more going to be like how they remaster games graphically, things like that. It's going to look prettier, run nicer.
So you don't think? So you really think if they're why do they? Okay, so if they're not ready for the game to come out, which I'm glad because I still haven't played. Not that I'm going to get off topic, but I haven't played Saints Row Remastered either. I'm going to wait on that one. But what's taking so long? I hate to sound like that. I know everything costs money, but what's taking so long? Why do you announce shit not even knowing if you can deliver it months in advance? I'm tired of that shit.
Yeah,
I demand them to be hung. I'm tired of this shit, man. I demand to be hung. God damn, man. So I did not know that. That was good news. And when I got your text, I'm like, oh shit, right? I'm like, okay. And now I didn't read all. I didn't know the window of it. Now it's probably when it comes out, nobody's going to care. You know why? Because that's when we're going to be deep into the consoles that are the consoles now. Who's going to want to play that shit? I'm not saying there won't be, but now's the time to put that shit out, right? Don't you think?
Oh yeah, now would be the best time to put that shit out.
So you heard it from fucking Chew My Goo right here that if you got a remaster or you have a whatever, put it out now. The chances are it would sell a lot better than later. I'm thinking, and I'm not a salesman and I'm not into sales or nothing or whatever, but you would think since there's nothing really to play right now, that's crazy. I'd say that was a good game, Sands of Time. That was a good game, man.
The perfect example of what we just talked about is Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. I've heard about that
trilogy. They're remastering the whole first 3 games.
But you know what? I don't know because I tell you, I never played none of them, and I waited because I said I picked up one. I think I told you a couple of months ago, but you said wait. Yeah. I haven't played it. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to wait for the remaster. But I don't know how deep you went with the Mass Effect shit, but I found out today when I was riding to work, I was listening to this newsfeed podcast thing, and I did not know that there would be no multiplayer. Is that good or bad? I mean, you played it, I haven't. So have you played it?
That's probably a really good thing. The Mass Effect multiplayers were never that great. It was more of a story-driven base game,
Good. It's like Uncharted. Why put multiplayer on Uncharted? Because that was probably the worst multiplayer I played on Uncharted.
Terrible.
Yeah, that you don't need multiplayer on, I know everybody's driven to multiplayer. I was myself for the longest time. But since they switched to battle royales, I got out of it, man.
Oh yeah, fuck,
I got it, man. I'm
over that shit.
I'm over that shit. So, here's a funny one. Here's a funny topic, and I'd like to get some of your thoughts on this one. So the thing is now, where am I at here? Okay. I could talk about this forever, but I know people probably, it's like, I love to talk about it. That doesn't mean people always want to hear about it. And even yourself, you're probably saying, motherfucker, You talk about it all the time. So, but we're going to run through it. But at the same time, I got a little bit of a twist to it to make it a little bit interesting. I'm thinking, maybe I'm wrong, but digital versus physical here in 2021, 2022, and beyond. Most people now think that a physical copy of a game is just a waste of time. It's a trinket. I quote, a trinket. A lot of people are saying, because, and I understand it. I understand what they're saying. They're saying, well, when you buy the game, you don't get all of it anyway. You don't get any of the DLC's held back for the game, possibly sometimes for most games, because they're going to put it out as DLC, and then the most important thing, updates, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, but how does updates and digital physical come in common? Well, I'm thinking to myself, they're pushing you to digital, because if they didn't, they wouldn't have made a digital consoles on both sides, right? They wouldn't have done that if they didn't want to go digital. That's where the bread and butter is, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what happens now? Let's go 7 years into the future. Okay, now let's say halfway in the mid-cycle of these new consoles. Disc trays, just let's just for, argument purposes, disc trays are out. It's all digital. Most people probably go to PC, which I will, or whatever. So now, with the older consoles, even the 360, if you do not have the internet or the game is gone, and the physical copy is completely gone, at least when the digital copy is gone, but at least when I have the physical copy, I can at least play the campaign portion of the game. Or whatever, or I don't need the update because I have 50% of the game on my disc. So now I can at least run the half-ass shitty campaign that I once as a nostalgia reason for some reason. But now we have digital consoles is what I'm getting at. There's no more updates to it. So how can you possibly run a trayless goddamn console? Now computers, I'm thinking they're always going to be updated. I'm thinking computers aren't going anywhere, right?
No.
I mean, they're not going nowhere. But consoles are like cars, man. You run them till they're done, and then you trade it and get another one. Not literally, but you just buy a new one, a newer version, newer model after a while. You're kind of forced to. So what happens then when they're saying now, okay, I'm fine with digital. Physical is just nothing but a trinket. It's no big deal. We don't get all the full game anyway with downloads and patches and DLCs and blah, 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 and blah, blah, loot crates or blah, 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 whatever you want to call it. So now I pull out my PlayStation or my Xbox digital console to plug it back in. And you say, well, why would you plug it back in? Well, people are still playing goddamn Nintendo NES, Yeah. And that works. Same thing. That's where I'm getting at. The same thing. You have the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo, two great consoles. I can put that cartridge in and I have the game as much as I could get because they weren't able to upgrade that game. They had to give me the game. So we're kind of in a fucked up kind of situation where we're going to get fucked later. Don't you think?
Oh yeah.
What's your whole thought about this whole revolving bullshit with the downloads, the DLC, removing disc trays and all this shit? What do you think it's good? What are you just saying? Are consoles going to stand a test of time like a PC? Do you think?
Personally, I don't think so. My opinion, I don't think consoles will be able to hold up against, PCs, especially towards the digital era, like you were talking about. A lot of people nowadays, they think of physical media as trinkets, especially for consoles. Now, for me, I personally, I love playing. Like physical is my thing too. I dip in the digital scene too. And there's one thing I do like about digital gaming in Call of Duty. Actually, you play like Modern Warfare. You can choose what you want to download. You can download the campaign, the multiplayer, or whatever their third game is, that Warzone. So if you say you beat the campaign, you can delete that. You can actually take that off your console and delete that. With disc, I'm not so sure you can do that. That's the one good thing about media that I do like.
Right.
Now, going in as far as how long they'll stand the test of time, I think consoles maybe, personally, after this generation, I don't think they will. I don't think you'll see too much, at least not for a very long time.
I think Microsoft and Sony are going to get out of after this. It's kind of a bold statement. I'm kind of being ballsy by saying it, but I think they're eventually going to be basically a computer. They're going to be a computer company.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to have a console ever again because now they're always saying the Xbox Series X looks like a computer. I don't think so. That's a fucked up.
Oh no.
Now that I'm sure your computer that you break into the fucking Pentagon with is way bigger than the Xbox Series X because these fuckers are big. Because mine's kind of big,
Oh yeah.
and I
It's
didn't pay I paid half of what you paid, so I don't see that happening. But I mean, so by then, are we? Now that my question is that I'm getting, twisting it all up into. Now, when it comes to here's what I'm getting at with that, how this is going to roll right into this. I'm not to go too forward, but let's say PS5. I'm going to use Sony for reference. They're taking a loss. Every console takes a loss every generation. They know that's common sense. They take a loss on the console. So the $500 console, they're saying they're taking a $50. It takes $450 to build this fucker. So they're only making a $50 profit. Okay, that's the tray. Now with the digital one, it makes sense. And they say it's $399. They're taking a much larger loss. So to build these things and keep them at that price, but at the same time, the digital console, they're going to fuck you with the games.
Yeah.
They're going to sell you God of War for $40 when you get it $3 at fucking GameStop or Disc Replay physical. Literally.
Yeah, that's how they're going to justify the cut in price on the digital one.
Yeah, they're saying we're taking a much larger they just today they said, or this past 24 hours they said taking a much. It's common sense though. I'm not saying something that people don't know. Every generation there's a loss. But the digitals kind of make me think like you're saying, we're taking a huge loss now on the digital. Well, you're not doing me any favors, fuckface. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing me any favors because now you're going to fuck me with Grand Theft Auto. That's goddamn 2000, what is it, 2015 title. I'm getting around that area there, that year or whatever you want to call it. And it's still fucking $50 in the goddamn store. I mean,
yeah.
And I can get it that's still kind of high out. I've seen it sometimes for $15-$20. That's still high to me. But I mean, I know the game is what it is. It's sought after. It's GTX. It's a bad example, but For Honor is $399 at fucking GameStop, and it's $30, I believe, in a fucking store. So what you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I got you 100% on that.
Yeah, it's just stupid then to say that. But what I'm rolling into now is, like I said, we were just talking about the consoles and the longevity of them. I think they're just going to turn them into this is Microsoft PC, this is Sony PC, because you can only go so far with the console, with the room you have, because the graphics cards are a lot bigger now. They're God size. Mine's really big, way. I never, I'm sure yours is bigger than mine for what I'm looking at. So now, how can they're not going to keep taking a loss. They're not going to. But at the same time, you're not going to have a single parent go out and buy a kid a $1,200 Microsoft computer system because now the consoles are just getting. Or do you think the consoles are going to last forever? Do you think they'll just last? They'll have. Is it going to last? Is it going to be like the Nintendo? Are they just going to put them out? Are they going to put the Nintendos out for $399 forever and say fuck? You know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to say. Trying to.
Yeah, I got you in that.
It's hard for me to describe this shit, but I mean, and put it all in one sentence where I sound educated because I'm not. But do you see where I'm going with it, man? What's your thoughts on this?
Honestly, I agree with you on that. Like, you can't keep putting these consoles out forever, especially if you're taking the loss that you say you are. These consoles eventually, just like you were talking about, these are going to turn into computers.
Yeah. So how can they? I mean, they were taking losses back on the PS3. I don't know about so much of the PS2. Maybe they were at that time. We're not in Kansas anymore. I don't know back in 19 whatever. But I'm saying there's every year we know it's a loss. We knew it. We know it's a loss. And they're still saying we're still taking losses. We're still taking losses. But see, they're putting the wool right over your eyes with this digital box, in my opinion, because they're going to fuck you. Really, they're going to tenderly fuck you with these prices in the store, man. That we're going to be held to the store pricing unless you have a week where they sometimes drop them down to nothing and put up. Like I don't think it's not fight night. I bought a boxing game because I just wanted to play a boxing game. It was $4.99 digital. They had it for sale for some reason in America. I check it periodically. I don't really buy digital. not even one, and this doesn't make sense, but not even 1 out of 10 games I buy digitally. It just doesn't make any. But see, for $4.99, I got the whole damn boxing game. Where's the boxing games? We can go into that forever too. But I'm just saying, but they're going to hold you to them prices, man. Like I said, nothing I'm saying is nobody knows, but why do people, like I said, you pay with your pocket? Why do it? You know what I mean? If you want to go digital, go PC. Why buy a digital fucking console? Do you agree?
Oh yeah. If you let me put it this way, you want the best bang for your buck, you're gonna want to go PC. Why would you go with a digital fucking piece of shit Suzuki Kawasaki PlayStation?
That's what I'm saying.
When you could be getting the better graphics, better games, better prices on PC. Like, I don't know. It kind of baffles me how stupid people can be.
If you really think about this and go deep and stare at the wall and really go deep, man, this makes no sense. What we're being led into the volcano and we're willing to jump overboard.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying there shouldn't be digital foundry. I'm not saying that. Do I like it as much? No, because I'm afraid for physical to go away. But I don't understand. Look what happened to multiplayer, bro. Multiplayer used to be team deathmatch, squad-based shit. You sit in a room, you get the party together, you talk to people, you meet people. Now it's all, and I've done it. I can't say this. I'm not saying this is bad, but I think it's bad for the long run. Fuck this private chat shit when you're playing in a community game. I know that sounds like, well, hey, asshole, I don't want to listen to fucking kids yell and scream. But I think back in the day was way more. You remember back in the day was way more fun when you didn't have the capability to put just your friends on private chat. When you got you and I've done it. I can't say I'm not saying I didn't do this. I fell right into it. I got my friends like me, you, and Kermit played Battlefront 2, and we put it on private chat, right?
Yeah.
And there's like we have a squad full of people we weren't even talking to. I mean, I get it. It's kind of neat, but I think it's ruining the private chat and these battle royales, because now it's copy paste, man. It's where they're going and people are buying it, man. That's what they're doing. Hey, Seth, how you doing, brother? Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you stopping in, man, for real. You're a long timer too, man. Thank you so much, man. But do you see what I'm saying? Do you?
Oh yeah.
Do you agree with that? I mean, if you don't agree with something, you can just tell me. It's just that the private chat and the battle royales and these consoles, we're being led into the volcano and we're jumping in, man.
Oh yeah, 100% on that. It's like the Call of Duty. You remember the old? You play Modern Warfare 2, stuff like that.
Yes. Oh, that was the good days.
All those.
Oh,
lobbies,
that was the good
man.
days.
The people now, I think it's really down to the people nowadays. I don't think any of these kids online could handle what went back on, back in those days. All them little kids on there screaming, cursing, and everything.
Yeah, but you do remember. But there's a way to fix that. Do you remember the Diamond Xbox Live Diamond or Platinum card?
Yeah.
Okay. Where if people don't know that actually listen to our show here, I'm glad that Seth is here and Smooth Operator's here. Thank you guys again so much, man, for the ongoing long support. You've both been around for several damn years, man. I appreciate it. But that's that bullshit Xbox Live Platinum or Diamond card. You used to pay like a little more a month, and you were only made up with people that weren't banned, or you know what I mean. Strategically got together as a group that you don't even know who they are. You could be anybody sitting behind the mic, but you guys had a goal and you had an objective. And you did it, and that was fun, man. And you didn't even know the people. That's how you made friends, obviously, right? It's comments and shit. But I'm saying, that's all gone, man. That's all gone.
Oh yeah. And
as far as I know on console, PC, I don't know. I don't play on PC. I don't know. I don't know if that's still there or not. I don't know if that whole experience is gone, man. It's gone. It's going away. And like Wreckfest. Wreckfest is a great crash 'em up derby until they rotated the multiplayer, and you get to pick what map you want instead of rotating it manually through their end. Everybody picks the same fucking map and goes backwards, in the track where you can't play the game. But that's why I quit playing it. But I loved it. But until they did that, and you got assholes going backwards, and they get a couple friends together, and they block the raceway off where you can't go. There's no. every multiplayer you get into now, it's just silence,
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
the
silence,
lobbies are
bro.
just
I
dead.
don't, that's why I don't go, I don't even do it anymore, man. I've been playing campaigns for like a year now, man. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. Times change, we're not in Kansas anymore. It happens, I guess,
Yeah,
whatever, I
I
don't know.
think honestly, I think they should like in some of these multiplayers like Call of Duty or anything like Battlefield, they should have forced in-game chat. You shouldn't be able to be hiding in a fucking party with your buddies. I mean, it's fun, it can be fun, but it takes away from the experience of the game, like you said.
I agree, though. See, I agree. I rather, I don't want to listen to some fuck screaming and yelling, some kid. Because nowadays it wasn't, see, it's a little different now as well. The internet's for everybody, not
Oh
just
yeah.
for like somebody that's of age. The internet's for everybody in all aspects, not just gaming,
Oh yeah.
But I just think the people, the gamers and developers are just ruining gaming for everybody. I think just
Oh
ruining
yeah.
it, man.
They're
Why
just
add it?
tearing it
Why?
down.
Yeah. Don't add a fucking feature where I can just make it private. I mean, I did it. I've done it. We've done it. I've done it
Yeah.
before. Yeah. I mean, we've done it, but I miss the days that, there we go. We're just being, being lured right in single file line, staying here. This is what you need to do. I mean, I'm part of it though. I do it.
Oh yeah.
But
It's the
but
same thing on PC too. People use
is it?
the chatting apps like TeamSpeak, Skype, or even like
Oh,
Discord, stuff like that.
yeah, it sucks, man. It's disappointing, man. Them days, you think their days are long gone, or you think they're going to circle around and come back?
Uh, as much as I would love for them to circle around and come back, I'm pretty sure those days are long gone, man. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they're long
I'm
gone.
with you on that, man. I'm with you on that. Well, here's a question I had for you that I've been waiting to ask you. Is there any reason to pre-order games anymore?
I
I mean,
pre-order game.
yeah, right now, if you could pre-order, let's say, like you said, Mass Effect, or well, I know it's already been blah blah blah. Let's pretend it's not available yet. Mass Effect or Prince of Persia, and say, you're like, the hype is there, I guess. I mean, I don't know if they're going to keep pouring. I think they're going to get really cheap with the hype, but that's a whole other story. I don't want to get off track too much, but maybe the hype, just a regular game, no hype, just a regular game. It's good. You played it before. It's good. This game's good. Is there a reason? Is there a reason to pre-order anything? What's pre-orders for, man? If now they're going to Digital Foundry on top of that? Have you ever walked into a store the past 5-6 years? Maybe I may have the balls to say 10, 15 years. I don't know. 10 years or so, 5 to 10 years, and there was never a copy of Halo or Call of Duty? Think
Well,
about it. I mean, have you ever said, shit, I missed it? They're not going to restock Halo or
no.
Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto until next month. I missed it. I mean, when's the last time you've heard that?
Honestly, never.
See,
My experience.
see what I'm saying? Why do we? I mean, I know why there's pre-orders. I'm not fucking stupid, but I'm saying, why do people do it? And pre-orders, what do they come with? Fucking keychain, a wedding topper, and some stickers.
Yeah,
And some stickers, bro.
good old Days Gone wedding topper.
The wedding topper. yeah. The wedding topper, Days Gone wedding topper. That was one I was mad about. And then you get fucking some stickers. You get a keychain. I mean, I don't even get a scratch and sniff with this bitch.
Fuck, man. You figure that'd be the least they could do.
They should, I demand it. Don't you chew my goo? I demand scratch and sniff
I
stickers.
demand right now.
I demand scratch and sniff sticker.
Sniff Snoop.
Now tell me, why still pre-orders, man? In your opinion, just give me your rundown, man. Why do you think there are still pre-orders?
Pre-orders to take advantage of. For
people.
I don't want to say be mean, but snowflakes nowadays. But anyways, to take advantage of retards is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, just say it, man. I don't. Why do?
Because
why does everybody?
Back when I was little, I saw a game. I was like, oh man, I gotta get my parents to pre-order that for me.
Yes.
Nowadays, I'm just like,
yes.
Why would I pre-order this? What am I gonna get? Like you said, a keychain,
a fucking
wedding topper for $200. Really?
Man, that was expensive, bro. They got some expensive, goddamn limited edition, collector's edition, pre-order bullshit, man. and they're
to sit
just
on a shelf and fucking
it's
collect that.
bad. I mean, how about that mask they had to return from Fallout because something
Oh
went
my
wrong?
god!
Yeah,
It was the
yeah.
bag. It was the bag. The
Was it
bag
the
was
fucking bag?
a little. They said it was it's some special brand of bag, kind of like a no, I don't want to say like Gucci or
I
anything
don't
like that,
know.
but it was some
It
special
was
kind of bag,
something,
and they ended up sending them out nylon little handbags, so
man.
they had to send the shit back.
You know what I love and I missed out on? The game you play when you walk the earth like fucking David Banner with a backpack.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
What's that game called? That you're on you walk across the world and then you
Death
get a motorcycle.
Stranding.
Oh, that's a beautiful baby. A $4 baby from Goodwill.
Good time. Make good soup with it, baby.
Make a soup with baby in sweatshop. I don't understand. There's no reason for pre-orders, man. There's no even with the standard pre-order. What am I pre-ordering for? You know, you can play it at 12 o'clock midnight. That's the only thing I can think of, right? 12 o'clock midnight. You can play it if you
midnight, guys.
Back at midnight. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I'm just it's I wish I could come up with another hobby I'd like to do, but apparently masturbation is not enough.
Oh, it's never enough.
I'm just saying, man. It's just so annoying. Now, before I get up the pre-order bullshit, I tell you, I pre-ordered was it Batman Arkham City? Yeah, I think Batman Arkham, you could not change his suit. Arkham City, you could, correct? Yeah. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I ordered mine, and the only reason why I did through Toys R Us because I got the old classic blue suit. Now, if you do shit like that, like they used to, remember they put the carrot in front of you. They dangled the carrot in front of you back in the day when it came to pre-orders, don't you think? I mean, back in the day, there was a reason to, because either you bought it. Toys R Us had their pre-order, what DLC if you got it for free, you didn't have to pay for it. And I think GameStop had theirs, and I think Best Buy had theirs, and that's when it was on. Now it doesn't. Now that's out the window. The developers are like, oh fuck it, we're just gonna. You don't have to unlock anything anymore. Remember back in the day when you could unlock shit in a game?
It's like
nothing now.
For example, there's the wrestling games, the WWE games.
Yeah.
Now you could just go on there, you could pre-order the game, and you could get the little $2.99 DLC to unlock all the unlockables. And just go in and play. Like,
I am going to be a fag and admit to you that when I bought Batman Arkham Knight, I was a fag when the PSN put those costumes up for sale. I bought every one for $1.99. I bought every Batman goddamn costume for $1.99. Bro, I did. I'm not gonna lie. I bought every fucking Batman. Batman back in the day. From Batman Detective Comics 1 all the way up to Frank Miller's Batman, all the way to Michael Keaton's Batman. I bought all of them, and I even bought the 1966 Batmobile because you know what I mean. That came with the DLC, or something. I can't remember in-game colors, but I could not use the actual 1966 car. I had to use the Batmobile that was in a game, but I could use the colors from the 19. I bought it all, bro. I mean, it came maybe $10, $10-15, but I got everything. I was the guy that I didn't know they were in for sale. I just happened to look in the store, man, but that's when I'll be a sucker and I'll be buying shit. But outside of that's the last time I think I bought. That's the last thing that I was like, okay, I got to have it when it came to the DLC, and literally $1.99 a piece. I mean, being a fag that I am with Batman, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Did you have anything else, bro? I don't know. I'm kind of.
I got one last thing. Let's see. You ever played Diablo?
You know what? When Kermit bought that, I was thinking about buying it, but I know what it is. I'm familiar with it. I know what it looks like, but never played it. Did you buy that shit or something going on with that? You bought it.
I've bought it a couple years ago now. The Diablo 3, the Reaper of Souls edition. I went and I got that. I played it with my buddies. Great game. It's really fun. Now, the only thing I'll say the downside is I'm not a fan of repetitiveness, and that is a lot of what that game is.
Really?
I played through it maybe 2 or 3 times because, they do the whole seasons thing. There's different stuff each season. Like there's certain armor pieces that go to different classes, but they swap it up and give it to a different class. But anyways, Diablo 4. You hear about that one too, Diablo 4?
No, and now before you, not to cut you off, but what platform are you playing this on?
PlayStation.
Oh, okay. I
PlayStation.
didn't know if you were hitting a PC or not. Okay, I got you. Okay. No, man, I haven't played. Like I said, I know what they are. I just never. I don't know if I like. The reason why is because, and I'm not going to. I'll let you finish, but it's the top-down view I like. But when your character's really small like that, just like the what is it? What the fuck? Darksiders. That
Yeah.
real little. I mean, maybe you can get used to that. I don't know. I mean, but go ahead, man. What were you saying? Diablo 4? Diablo 4? If I can talk.
Yeah, that does take some getting used to. But yes, Diablo 4. I was very upset to hear that it's not launching this year. They pushed it back to next year.
What?
Another game being pushed back to next year.
What do you think, even with these remasters and things, what do you think? Why do you think they're pushing them back? Is there's a reason for to really make the game better, or do you think it's a money goal where, you know, like, well, if we strategically put it at this time of this year and this month, let me guess, holiday season.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know. You know, it's gonna be sometime around holiday season.
Yeah, that pisses me off.
I think now a lot of these developers, a lot of these companies are kind of taking notice of what happened to Cyberpunk, and they don't want the same thing to happen.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't think about that, man. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That was a wonderful launch.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful.
Before we go, tell me, give me the lowdown on that. I don't know how much you know about it, but I got it from you, and I looked in it a little bit, not a whole lot. But what do you think of this Borderlands selling to what is it? It's not Gearbox.
The Embracer Group.
What do you think of that? Do you think? Why would you think they? You think that? Do you think it was they couldn't resist the offer, or do you think that the game was just going to go to shit? Like, you know what I mean?
No, I think it's more to expand, you know, their horizons per se. You know, Borderlands. It's not just the only game they make; it's the only real notable game they've made. But I think personally, I think it was just a buyout from a bigger company. It's kind of like how Destiny, Ubisoft, or whatever the hell they are, Bungie. Bungie got bought by Activision.
Oh, so you're saying it's one? Okay.
I'm thinking they wanted more money to, you know, build better games.
Now that game right there, don't you think that's a copy and paste motherfucker?
Oh yeah, Borderlands 2 going into Borderlands 3, like it was pretty much, it was the same game, just different guns. It was the same cell shaded stuff, you know. The weaponry wasn't very vast and different from what they had in 2. Honestly, a lot of them were copy paste, like you said.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. The boxes got old, man. I mean, when the first one came out, when the first game came out, I thought this is neat. But then after all, even in the first game, I said, you remember the hype on that where they were saying thousands and thousands of guns and shit? Yeah. Well, they're all kind of the same, bro. And they're worthless to you. They're worthless unless you find that one that you really click with. And not only that, you can't really use them all because the higher ranks go, you can't use it. You can't use them. They're
obsolete.
Obsolete. There you go. Obsolete. I mean, you can't use them. You can't use them. It was Borderlands is good, man. It's good. I mean, it's not bad, right? It's not horrible.
No, it's good.
I mean, it's good, but it's not like, you know, it's like Halo would be great, like you said. And this is a world premiere. Well, not really. It was last week's world premiere that Chumaigu said we should kill Master Chief off, and I agree.
Oh yeah, 100% should kill them off. You got to start fresh.
Yes, and if you guys want to hear that, by the way, and I tell you right now, we got 2 people watching still right now, and I'm pretty sure it's Seth, my good buddy from overseas. And my good buddy Smooth Operator. I appreciate you guys hanging out, just to remind you guys that I love you guys for being around for so long, supporting me and whoever and the channels that I have and whatever. But I know I'm not saying just you guys, but anybody that hears this and gets to this end of the game, and the link is already in the description of our first podcast. We're already famous in China. We crashed the servers over there.
Okay, famous. Suzuki Kawasaki.
I don't know, man. I hope they go good. I hope they go well with the I want Borderlands to be a great game. I want it to be a great game.
I do too.
Do you think they should? Do you think they should go a different approach and not go so much shell shaded on? If this,
well,
do you think? Do you think, or do you think? Because that was I loved it, but it's getting kind of old, don't you think?
My opinion, the whole 1,000 guns thing needs to be dropped. I mean,
Yeah.
take more time to focus on the game rather than gunplay and how guns are, like how many guns you can put into a game.
You should be able to have your own little vault with, you know, let's say up to 10 guns, and you can modify them and build them from there with attachments instead of fucking picking one up that sucks completely. They copy and paste and put it in the chest for you. Obviously, it was because some of them they got some real bad guns in there. I mean, real bad ones. If you're going to pride your game on something that's really different than other games like Borderlands, and you're saying our guns, oh wow, there's thousands of them. There's thousands of guns. You can wheel them and shoot them, blah blah blah. Yeah, but if they're not, half of them aren't good, then what's the point in having them?
Yeah, you're right. It's stupid. Why would you put 1,000 guns in? Like, kind of like getting some single fire rifle. Yeah, man, I really love this gun. You find this other gun. Oh, it says it's better. It's some burst fire rifle. You fucking absolutely hated, but man, you're stuck with it now.
The burst, I know. Then you lose your favorite gun, right?
Yeah,
that's funny. I did like they changed up the AI a little bit. They did add a little more to it than just the run of the mill of the psychos and shit. Yeah. They did add a little more this time around. And there's big mech looking guys. That was pretty cool, I thought. You know what I mean? Oh, the fire ones and ice. They did change it up a little bit, but I hope they take it further now. Maybe cut back on some of the shell shaded. Maybe keep it cartoony, but you know, cut back on that a little bit. But I don't know. But I found that interesting when you text me about that. I'm thinking, oh wow, I'm interested to see where this goes now. You know?
Oh yeah, another little fun fact. Yeah, I don't really give two flying fucks for this game.
Right.
Did you know Overwatch 2 has been pushed back? Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2. God damn, I forgot that was supposed to come out like months ago, right?
Oh yeah, and you know, not serious, but you know why?
The multiplayer's blowing up. The multiplayer, people buying shit? Is that what's going on?
You know why he got pushed back?
No, why?
Because Soldier 76, a fucking
faggot. That fucking fag. What's he doing? Getting somebody knob?
Going to the fucking offices. Some young guy shoot up the cast.
What are you? No way. No way. No, you kidding me?
No, that's not the real. Story.
Oh damn it! You should have went with it, man. You should have. Man, God damn it! You should have fucking texted me and said go with it. We should have put some false news out there. God, we should maybe do that. Maybe we'll get some
next stream.
Yeah. Episode 3, we're gonna really put some false shit out there at first. But no, so you know what? What did you think of Overwatch? I tell you, I got, you know why I got sucked into it from the beginning? Because I thought it felt like Team Fortress 2 to me, because I could not play Team Fortress 2 unless I played it on PC. That's what I thought. But
you thought it was gonna be like Team Fortress? Yeah,
a little bit. No, I'm not saying exactly, but it reminded me the feel of it. There's 6 characters or 7 characters. That was it.
Yeah,
and you run back and forth, but it was good for a while. I got sucked into it for a couple months, and then picked it back up because Kermit was playing it, and I got back into it. I re-downloaded it. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And it lasted for maybe 2 weeks. Then I uninstalled it. It's just like this. Wow, man, I guess I thought that game was gone, man. And I forgot about the 2. I forgot about the second one because Kermit was talking about that shit.
Yeah.
Kermit was saying, the second one's coming out. And that's when that was like a year ago, bro.
Yeah, it's been a while since anything's even really been said about Overwatch 2.
So you're saying it got pushed back for they're not giving a reason?
They haven't given, I don't think there's really a reson for
either. There's something going on then. There's something we don't know, but there's something going on. I'm sure there's people that know, but there's something going on with all these pushbacks. It doesn't make any sense. Right now is the time to put something out. Because I tell you, I'm going to be a fag in a minute. When a new console came out, I was like a little kid. If I don't have it, I'm going to get pissed off and cry. But this time I don't give a shit, man. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit either.
It's bullshit. I don't care, But anyway. Well, look at that. It's 59 minutes and 5 seconds. But you got anything to add, Chew, my goo?
No, I think that's all I have.
I tell you, this is that's one fast hour. I'll tell you one thing. This is pretty cool. Hope I didn't run my mouth too much this time. I was all jacked up. My adrenaline was going. I don't know why, but it did. But this was a good one, man. I think in about maybe 10 more episodes, we might be professionals.
Oh, fuck yeah. Maybe I won't stutter in the beginning.
That's okay. Anyway, this is Sausage Dan. And go ahead. Who are you? And this, yes, it is. Here we are. We on episode 2, and I can't be more excited. And I can't be more excited. I still see 2 people watching. I know who you are. I can't. Thank you so much for hanging around, Smooth and Seth. Thank you so much. If that's you, I'm pretty sure it's you guys. But if not, whoever else it is, but I'm pretty sure it's you guys. Thanks for the long support. And whoever watches this later, don't forget, the description to our first podcast is down in the description. And me and Chu My Goo are determined, just like the bat disease, to keep going. We're going to keep going.
The Chinese disease.
Chinese disease, salt and pepper. Salt and pepper make good soup. Seth, thank you, brother Seth. You're still here. I know, and I know Smooth is too. Thank you guys a lot. Chu My Goo, it's always a pleasure. My good friend. We'll meet again. And we're going to cut it right there. Like I said, check out our first podcast down into the link below. Please check it out. Thank you guys for watching.
Suzuki Kawasaki.
Ciao.